In this video, I'm going to be doing a video analysis of Manu Duplantis jumping over 6 meters, and I'm going to be deciding which exercises are going to be most beneficial for pole vaulters after we've already left the ground. And so this isn't a video about speed training and all. This is just from the plant to the time that we land in the pit, which exercises are going to be best for that. I'm going to be going phase by phase, determining which resistance training is best for the plant, the whip, and the invert. Starting with the plant, you can see right away that the two main motions involved here are the block with his left arm and the knee drive with his right knee. So starting with the block, you can see that he is really pushing out with his left arm in order to get that pole to bend. And then you can see that his arm starts straight and then bends slightly and then pushes back out straight again. The angle that his left arm makes with the pole starts at roughly 45 degrees, and then as he pushes through the pole more, it increases, getting closer and closer to vertical. Now that left arm is doing a lot of work pushing into the pole, and so to mimic this in the gym, we're going to want to be doing a lot of pushing exercises, especially at a similar angle to this. Also, notice how much he is really driving his knee forward in order to get deeper into the pit. Alright, exercise number 1, the incline bench press with dumbbells. Now this exercise trains the chest, shoulders, and triceps at a very similar angle to that of the block phase. Now I prefer using dumbbells over a barbell for this exercise because during pole vault, really only the left arm is doing this pushing movement. And so it's better to train each of the arms individually with dumbbells to closer mimic the motion in pole vault. You can also incorporate a close grip for this exercise, and this will put more of a heavy emphasis on the triceps, which will improve your lockout and help prevent you from collapsing in with that pushing arm during this phase. Another great exercise for the plant phase is the push press. Now during pole vault, you don't have very much time during the plant phase, and so you're going to need to be fast and explosive. And that's where an exercise such as the push press can help you cultivate that power and speed in a short time frame. And now to round out my exercises for the plant phase, we have the banded hip flexion pull. And we're gonna do this in a standing position. Now because we're using bands in this case, you're not gonna be able to overload this exercise that much. And so it is a great exercise to put at the start of your workout, included in the warm-up. This exercise will strengthen the motor pathways for a nice, strong knee drive during the plant phase. Moving on to the next phase, the whip. Now in this phase, you can see the two motions that Mondo is performing. It's an aggressive leg swing, and then he's pulling down with his top right hand. This bends the pole even more and puts him in a great position to get into the next phase, which is the invert. The main muscles here are muscles in the back and abs. And so we're gonna wanna choose exercises here that train in the pulling movement. Now, the first exercise for the whip phase is the neutral grip pull-up. I chose the neutral grip specifically because it most closely mimics the position that the top hand is going to be in during pole vault. Now, while doing this exercise, you especially want to make sure that you're going all the way down at the bottom of the movement. Because the top hand during pole vault does not bend much, if at all, you're going to want to be getting the full benefit from the shoulder depression that occurs at the start of the pull-up. My next exercise for the whip phase is the Olympic lifts, snatches, and cleans. Now these exercises are great for this phase because they train the pulling movement in a fast, explosive way, which is going to be extremely beneficial and translate really well into pole vault. And my last exercise for the whip phase is the straight leg lift. Now this is a challenging exercise for your core and is going to put tension on your lats in a very similar way to that of pole vault. Now that really strong leg swing is going to curl in and turn into a tuck or a pike, which is going to lead us into our next phase, the invert. Now, some elite vaulters prefer to do this with straighter legs and more of a pike. Others prefer to do it tucked. But either way, an exercise that's going to give you great flexibility for this is the seated pike stretch. Now, in this exercise, you're going to be sitting with your legs straight, and then you're going to try and bend down and touch your nose to your knees. When I was in gymnastics, I could do this easily, but now, not so much. Now, I still have a ways to go with this exercise to get back to where I was, but building it will help me get a better invert. Now, after he's tucked, Mondo extends his hips and shoots upwards, extending all the way to fully inverted before he even hits vertical. Now, this takes a very long time to perfect, and it requires a very strong core. And so what we can do to assist this motion is some general ab strengthening. I recommend a 5-minute ab circuit, for example, doing crunches, Russian twists, leg lifts, bicycle crunches, and swimmer kicks. Take a 3-minute rest and then do that circuit again. Now, after the invert, all the force has already been put into the pole. And so after this point, it's all about body control and just guiding your body up and over the bar. Now, if you want to get some better body control going over the bar, you can try incorporating some handstands into your routine. Now, training these handstands will get you more comfortable with being upside down and will translate into better body control during this last part of pole vault. That is my breakdown, phase by phase, for the best sports-specific exercises for pole vault. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.